When I write, I tend to twist my hair. Something for my small mind to do, I guess. I know some people might think it odd, unworthy even, for me to have written a cookbook, but I make no apologies. The U.S. Poet Laureate Billy Collins thought I had demeaned myself by writing poetry for Hallmark cards, but I am the people's poet, so I write for the people. I know that one of the great arts that the writer develops is the art of saying no. No, I'm finished. Bye. And leaving it alone. I will not write it into the ground. I will not write the life out of it. I won't do that. How wonderful it is to be an American. We have known the best of times and the worst of times. I've conducted the Boston Pops. Imagine that. Me. Maya Angelou. I've sang and danced at La Scala. I love the melodies in the Old Testament, how preachers highlight them when they read from the scripture. But I was influenced forever by the New Testament. I love the Beatitudes, informing us that the meek shall inherit the earth. I could fall in love with a sumo wrestler if he told stories and made me laugh. Obviously, it would be easier if someone was African American and lived next door and went to the same church. Because then I wouldn't have to translate. The sadness of the women's movement is that they don't allow the necessity of love. See, I don't personally trust any revolution where love is not allowed. If we accept being talked to any kind of a way, then we are telling ourselves we are not quite worth the best. And if we have the effrontery to talk to anybody with less than courtesy, we tell ourselves and the world we are not very intelligent. I like chicken a lot because chicken is generous. That is to say, it's obedient. It will do whatever you tell it to do. When a person is going through hell, and she encounters someone who went through hellish hell and survived, then she can say, "Mine is not so bad as all that. She came through, and so can I." The poetry you read has been written for you, each of you, black, white, Hispanic, man, woman, gay, straight. Growing up, my grandmother did not want worldly music in the house. Then when I went out to California, I started listening to Spanish music, mostly Mexican music. But were I in Egypt, I would listen to the music of the people, or if I was in Italy, I'd listen to Italian music. If I'm the people's poet, then I ought to be in people's hands, and, I hope, in their heart. I write some country music. There's a song called I Hope You Dance. Incredible. I was going to write that poem. Somebody beat me to it. I'm a religious woman. And I feel I have responsibility. I have no modesty at all. I'm even afraid of it. It's a learned affectation and it's just stuck on me like decals. Now I pray for humility because that comes from inside out. At one time, you could sit on the Rue de la Paix in Paris or at the Habma Theatre in Tel Aviv or in Medina and you could see a person come in, black, white, it didn't matter. You said, that's an American, because there's a readiness to smile and to talk to people. I don't think there's such a thing as autobiographical fiction. If I say it happened, even if only in my mind. At one time in my life, from the time I was 7 until I was about 13, I didn't speak. I only spoke to my brother. The reason I didn't speak, I had been molested, and I told the name of the molester to my brother who told it to the family. I know that I have been guided by God. I am obedient.